Focusing. Yes, it's focusing. It's that time of year again where I've got to stick my head in a huge donut. Nom nom nom. I wish it was nom nom nom, but it's made out of plastic and metal bits, and I have to listen to possibly the worst dance track that's ever been produced. That's the best beatbox you're gonna get from me ever. I'm not gonna put any more practice into that. But the reason I'm having this done today is to make sure A, I've still got a brain, and B, to see if the demon raspberry has returned. Because there is a chance, of course, for all of us with cavernoma, that once it's removed, there is a possibility it can come back. So I'm heading down to Oasis, which is one of the general Chinese hospitals here in Beijing. A lot of the expats probably go to BJU because there's a lot of foreign doctors there. Chinese doctors are predominantly what there is at Oasis, but it doesn't cost me anything to get anything done in Oasis because it's free of my insurance. So, as a wise man once said, what's better than free beer? Stolen beer. But I'll take free beer in this instance. Here comes my ride. Oh, 你好.
你好。
We're here. I've got an appointment with Dr. Shong Heng. Shane, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm going to get a thing cut out.
Oh, thing cut out?
Hello.
Proof that all expats know expats in China.
That's true, yeah.
Standards every time. Get your blood pressure and heart monitored. I should shit my head.
It's good.
Good, excellent. I'm alive.
Okay, blood pressure.
I'm alive.
A little bit up.
A little bit high, nervous. So blood pressure was a little high. But then this is a really nervous time of year because you don't know if anything has grown back, and if it does, then it's pretty impressive. Yeah, okay. It's always highly amusing coming to a hospital that doesn't have a clue what you've had done because you end up having like the whole story. Well, you got to go through it again with them. Basically, yes, this is what I've had cut out of my brain, and they like, well, how are you still standing? How are you doing this? And then they get you to do sort of like little things like walk across the room, hold your hands up in the air with your eyes closed, and so forth. I suppose it just re-emphasizes the fact that I'm incredibly lucky that I am the way I am today. But now, gotta put on some snazzy pajamas. So here they are, my snazzy pants. Does my bum look big in this? I've already had my MRI, and if you've had one, you know that you're not supposed to move at any point during it, otherwise they've got to restart it again. So why is it like 5 minutes into having an MRI, does something on your face start to itch? However, they have done something about the bad dance track. And so now I gotta wait for about half an hour while they process that information and put it onto a disc so I can take it with me. Which kind of goes to show that, why do you have to wait for 5 weeks on the NHS in the UK? I know they're understaffed and underfunded and what have you, but hey, fund it properly, government, do the right thing. There you go. My MRI. They don't think there's any big changes. They wanted to discuss everything on it though and compare it to my last one, so it took a little longer than I was hoping. But I got the disc, I'm gonna send it off to the professor even, and then I will see what he says.
You've got mail.
Wonder who that might be. It's the professor. Let's see what he's got to say. Professor Bertland, you studied your latest MRI images. They are excellent. There's a small dislocation on one of the images which has no significance. Thank you for the short description of your situation. Happy to hear you're well. Get one done in another year. Brilliant. Excellent. So my brain is still there. It's still functioning properly, although it is dislocated. I didn't realize you could dislocate your brain. Hey ho. Of course, this is like a very sugar-coated version of the whole day. You saw a little bit of my anxiety here and there whilst I was waiting for the MRI to be sort of made and what have you. But the real anxiety kind of comes after you've got those results and you need someone to look at them and tell you what's happening. Because during that time frame of you sending your MRI off to the professor, or me sending the MRI off to the professor and getting that email back saying everything's A-okay, all the little things that happen as a residual of the surgery, like when I'm tired, my balance is terrible, so I stumble quite a lot. But when you do it, you kind of go, oh, shit, is that another raspberry or is no? And then you have a few seconds doing that, and then your brain goes, stop being an idiot. This happens all the time. This is normal. You're just being over anxious. Calm down. Now, as I say, I am one of the lucky ones. My surgery went really well and I'm recovering really well. There are those of you out there, though, who have your own stories, and I'm keen to share those. The first one I want to talk about, I'm not going to say the full name, but Kathy posted on one of the groups the other day about her daughter who's had 10 brain surgeries and she's only 20 years old. The last surgery she had was in March this year, 2019, and the picture she posted was her hiking outside. Absolute trooper, nice one. I was also contacted by a chap called Dorian His name's Dorian, and he's doing a podcast YouTube channel on all sorts of different medical things. He actually did one with a guy called Sean Costello. Sean, your name is much easier to pronounce. Sorry, Dorian, you just need to change your name. But it's all about his journey through cavernoma as well. A similar situation to mine, had a berry-sized bleed in his brain, had it removed, and has now made a very good recovery. I'll put the links for both these down below. Podcast channel and his YouTube channel. Go check them out.
Grrr.